Welcome back. What's going on? How you guys doing today? I hope everything is good. I always ask, but nobody has responded yet, but that's okay. So I'm gonna start with Sco. I don't know. I was gonna say so, but I don't know what. Every time I come on the camera, but anyway, I'm gonna start with the she is message, and before I start, I'm gonna ask. Oh, and it's manifestation Monday because this is the 29th. Manifest some wealth and abundance, and if you wrote down a list about the things that you want to manifest. I'm early today because I was able to find a way to cool down, so I don't have to always do stuff in the wee hours of the morning. So thank you, God, for that. If you do hear um, the noise from the AC, I apologize. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. And the nice comments. I got a few nice comments. Um, and I feel so nice that everything is working out in that aspect. So, God of all, Goddess of light, protect me through these beautiful messages. I ask for my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels that surround me on a daily to give this beautiful message. I'm going to start with the feminine energy. I love she is, and then I'm going to do like a 3 card lay to see what the messages is for the divine feminine on the channel. This gentleman, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time. Thank you for giving me your time. And we'll start with the feminine energy, and then we'll go to self-love affirmations, our soul truth. I love the soul truth. I feel like it goes hand in hand with self-love and self-awareness, or kind of two of a kind in a way. And go from there and see what the universe oracle card has to say as well. And let's see what's going on for self-love. And she is. Okay. All right. I forgot to put my lights on. Okay. She is. What is the message? For she is. I got a little distracted. I think somebody got us thinking. My grandson got in trouble. What is the message for the collective on the feminine energy for she is? Who I want to be. A card about beginnings. Even if the path is long, you can start small. Sometimes one step changes everything. Who I want to be. That's been coming out a lot for the collective. Let me put some more rosemary, and I'll shuffle again, and then we're gonna move to after these messages. And I'm like, what is really happening right now? Okay, what is the message for divine feminine energy? What is the direction? What's the current energy? Okay. Who I want to be, and now we have why. A card about the moment when we approach fear. Sometimes it's an invitation to look deeper, not always a sign to stop. I can start with the lady with the legs walking up the stairs. So, alright, so we have who we want to be, and I can start with and why did we get that card? What is the outcome? Why did we get follow fear, who I want to be? I want to be following the fear. I can start with okay. Love. I can start with love. This card is about accepting yourself with love, about deep self-respect, self-compassion, and inner warmth. So, who I want to be. Follow the fear. Sometimes it's not an invitation to look deeper. Sometimes it's an invitation to look deeper, not always a sign to stop. So, who I want to be does not follow fear, and then you need love, about self-respect, self-compassion, and a warmth. So who I want to be does not follow fear and does not have fear of love. That is the message for she is. That's what I'm going to take for that one. I'm still holding inside. I'm still holding inside. And I showed you I can start with, which is follow the fear, and who I want to be. Who I want to be should not follow fear, and then I shall not fear love. That is the message for the she is, baby. Yes, I like that. That's nice. All right. So, we're going to end with soul truth because I promised myself to not be so lengthy but thorough. So let's see what the soul truth is. The soul truth. What is the soul truth for the collective? What is the soul truth for the collective? All right. What is the soul truth for the collective? Okay. All right. I'm going to do 2 of the soul truth today. Let's see what else comes out. It says, let me read it to you. Am I consistently showing up? And why are you consistently showing up? Let's get another message. While I'm doing that, let's see. Journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals. Then show up. Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Am I consistently showing up? All right, let's see what's the next soul truth or message. Are you consistently showing up? Okay. Why is the need to consistently show up? What is the message? Why should collective consistently show up? Why should the collective constantly show up? Self-awareness. Why should the collective constantly show up? Apologizing for my truth. Consistently showing up. Apologizing for your truth. Why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. When you are brave enough to speak it, be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Courage is contagious. So constantly showing up, and am I apologizing for my truth? So no holding back. Your courage is contagious, and your life is in alignment with your soulful goals. So that is the soul truth message. Am I consistently showing up? Am I apologizing for my truth? So that is the message. Be more consistent, and your courage is courageous. All right, so we got some good messages so far. So we have, who I want to be does not follow fair. And I must not fear love. Now, consistent, courageous, consistency with courage. Let's see what the universal card has to say today. What does the universe oracle card have to say today? What is the message for the collective? The beautiful spiritual beings. What is the message for the universe? Oh, right. Let's see. Release old fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Release. Can you see? I always try to release your old fears. Let's see if we have another message. I feel like that's always consistently coming out. Not consistently, but it has come out more than a few. So let's get another one. What is another universe message for the collective? What is the present energy? What is the current vibe? for the collective. What is the current vibes? Okay. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle and wander and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish some interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. 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 Okay, let's get that word because I'm stuck on that word. Hold on. What? I need the pronunciation. If you allow me. I sometimes don't like to interrupt the reading, especially when I'm trying to do it without disrespect. So let's see. I mean, it's not disrespectful, but I just don't like to interrupt. I like to keep going. But I need to know how to pronounce this word like badly. I should do this for the crystals too because I'm usually trying to see. Okay, let's listen.
Exponentially.
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 Exponentially. Okay. Your productivity will increase exponentially, which means expressed by a mathematical exponent. So it would increase in numbers. Whatever your creativity is, whatever your talents, whatever your gifts are. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes. So I guess it's saying that don't be lazy and complacent. If you do other things, you can guarantee that your genius and creativity and productivity will increase more rapidly. Okay, so that is the universal message for today. And then we're going to do the self-affirmations. I'm going to do a 5-card lay for that one because I usually just do, or if like two, more than one falls out the deck, but I feel since it's like manifestation, I hope everybody is writing down their list. And the strawberry moon, I don't know what time it peaked for you. It peaked for me at 4:36. It's now 7. So I wanted to really come with some good intentions today with the reading, and which I always come with good intentions, but I mean like extra potent, strengthening vibes. So we're gonna go with the self-love affirmation. Self-love affirmation. Alright, what is the current energy? What is the vibes? What is the manifestation strawberry moon vibes for the collective? The spiritual beings, the peaceful beings, people on their spiritual journey. What is the self-love affirmations? All right. I know that I am doing the best that I can. I know I'm doing the best I can. So don't beat yourself up. You're doing well. That's the self-love, the first self-love affirmation. Right? What is the next one? I know I'm doing the best that I can. I know I'm doing the best that I can. Why am I doing the best that I can? What is the next message? All right. I am willing to see my magnificence. So this is why you're doing the best that you can, because you want to see your magnificence. I am willing to see my magnificence. My magnificence. That's why you're doing the best you can. And why are you willing to see your magnificence? Why are you willing to see your magnificence? What is the current vibe? The strawberry moon vibes for self-love affirmations. Why am I willing to see my magnificent self? Why am I willing to see my magnificent self? Because I am worth loving. I am worth loving. That is a beautiful one. And why am I worth being loved? Why am I worth being loved? What is the next self-affirmation? Why am I worth being loved? Why am I worth being loved? Why am I worth being loved? I have the power to change my own story. I am worth being loved because I have the power to change my own story. And why do I have the power to change my own story? All right. Because I choose to stop apologizing for being me. That is the message for the self-love. I know that I'm doing the best that I can because I'm willing to see that I'm magnificent. I'm willing to see that I'm magnificent because I am worth love to be loved. And because I am worth to be loved, I have the power to change my story for your love. And because you have the power to change your own story, you choose to stop apologizing for being yourself. And that is the self-love affirmation and that's going to end the message for today. Beautiful people, spiritual beings on your spiritual journey, higher evolution. That is the message for your self-love, universe, and soul truth. Have a good one. And I will see you later. Peace, love, and light to the beautiful beings. Peace, love, and light. See you later.